North Korea. A land like no other. In a world where freedom is often taken for granted, what does life look like behind the walls of one of the most secretive regimes in the world? In order to understand the situation in North Korea today, we need to rewind. Shortly after World War II, Korea was split at the 38th parallel, with Soviet influence in the north and American in the south. Fast forward to 1948, and we see the establishment of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, led by Kim Il-sung. Not content with only ruling North Korea, Kim Il-sung ordered around 135,000 troops to cross the 38th parallel into South Korea, with the aim of unifying the North and the South. This would signify the beginning of the Korean War.
Korea is a small country, thousands of miles away. But what is happening there is important to every American.
The Korean War saw significant casualties, with estimates of military and civilian deaths ranging from 2.5 million to 3 million people. By the end of the conflict in July 1953, the Korean Peninsula remained divided along the 38th parallel, and an armistice was signed. But no formal peace treaty was ever established. This means technically, North and South Korea are still at war to this day. Now, Kim Il-sung came to power in North Korea shortly after the end of World War II in 1945. He became the leader of the Korean Workers' Party and established himself as the head of state when the Democratic People's Republic of Korea was officially proclaimed on September 9th, 1948. Juche is the official state ideology of North Korea, developed by Kim Il-sung. It's often translated as self-reliance, and emphasizes the importance of independence in political, economic, and military matters. Juche promotes the idea that the Korean people should be the masters of their own destiny, free from any foreign influence. The ideology has evolved over the years and has been used to justify the North Korean government's actions and policies. Like his father, when Kim Jong-il came to power in 1994, he focused primarily on military strength. During his tenure, his government was accused of crimes against humanity for its alleged culpability in creating and prolonging the 1990s famine. Human Rights Watch characterized him as a dictator and accused him of human rights violations. On the 17th of December 2011, Kim Jong-il passed away after a heart attack. His son, Kim Jong-un, came to power. Although he was initially seen as a relatively unknown figure, he quickly emerged as the leader of the country, being named the supreme leader just a few days after his father's passing. His ascent to power was marked by a carefully orchestrated campaign, which included purging potential rivals and emphasizing his Kim's family legacy. Life for the average North Korean citizen is marked by strict government control and limited freedoms. Many individuals live in poverty, with access to basic necessities often hindered by food shortages and starvation. The capital city, Pyongyang, presents a stark contrast, featuring grand monuments and a more affluent lifestyle. But this privilege is primarily reserved for the elite of North Korea. One particularly harsh concept in North Korea is the three-generation rule, which states that if one family member is identified as a political dissident, their entire family, including future generations, can face severe consequences. For example, let's say your grandfather committed a crime. Not only would he be punished, your father and you would also be in the firing line. This helps to create a pervasive culture of fear and compliance in North Korea. So what are your options when trying to escape North Korea? Well, a lot of people try to escape to China. This used to be a far more effective escape route, but improved relations between the Chinese and North Korean governments in recent years has meant that China now tends to deport citizens back to North Korea. There, they're pretty much guaranteed a death sentence. Ideally, North Korean citizens would want to somehow get into South Korea, where they're viewed as citizens of the country and are effectively welcomed with open arms. Crossing the DMZ, the most heavily guarded border in the world, however, is no easy task. As we look into the future of North Korea and its people, we must consider the potential for change amidst the backdrop of long-standing oppression. Will the next generation continue to live in the shadows of a regime that suppresses their voices? Or will they rise to the challenge, fueled by a growing awareness of the world beyond their borders? The possibility of reform hangs in the balance. As internal pressures mount and external influences seep in, the question remains, can the spirit of resilience and hope prevail, leading to a brighter future for a nation long shrouded in darkness? The answer may lie in the hearts of the North Korean people, who yearn for freedom and a chance to shape their own destiny.